Hi, good evening children. Today is 28 March 2020. Hope all of you are fine there. This is your biology teacher Rajani. Today we are going to discuss about the unit transport in plants. In this unit, the topic name vascular tissue we are going to learn about. If you are opening your course book, page number 93, you can see the name of the unit 8, transport in plants. In this unit, the main important points we want to learn are why plants need transport systems, the structure and function of phloem, how plants absorb the transport water, transpiration and the factors that affect its rate, how sucrose and amino acids are transported through a plant. And if you are looking down, you can see the tallest tree in California. If you are turning the page to 94, you can see the plant transport systems. If you are reading that, all organisms need to obtain various substances from their environment. For plants, these substances are carbon dioxide, water for photosynthesis, and mineral ions which they absorb from the ground through the roots. Plants have branching shapes. Okay, and these are some points over here you can read. Then plant transport system happening by two kinds of tissues called xylem, and if you are looking to the next page you can see another word, phloem. So xylem and phloem, these are the two kinds of tissues that helps in the transportation of plants. If you are looking these notes, you can see some more points. Transport in plants. Two types of transport vessels that helps in the transport in plants. They are xylem vessel and phloem vessel. Xylem vessels transport water and minerals from the roots to the stem and leaves. Xylem vessel transport water and minerals from the roots to the stem and leaves. Another transporting vessel is phloem vessel. Phloem vessel transport food materials made by the plant in the leaf. Okay, always you know that what is the food making in the plant? In the leaves. So transport of that food material made by the plant from photosynthesizing in leaves to the rest of the plant. Rest of the plant means from the leaves to all parts of the plant. So phloem is carrying the food particles or food material, and xylem vessels are carrying water and minerals. Okay, water and minerals, and here food materials made by the leaves by photosynthesis. Okay, these both xylem vessel and phloem vessels are naming as vascular bundles. Xylem vessels and phloem vessels are together, we will call them as vascular bundles. These vessels are arranged throughout the roots, stem and leaves in groups called vascular bundles. If you have a look at the computer screen, you can see the structure of the xylem tissue. You can see it's like tube-like structures you can see, okay, made up of dead cells. Xylem vessels are made up of dead cells, and they have a in the side edge of the xylem tubes you can see the small holes. Its name's called pits. Its name is pits. They are helping the xylem vessel to enter the water inside. So these xylem vessels are made of dead cells. They are dead tubes, okay, dead cells, and it have pits on the edges to enter the water. These are the xylem tissue diagram. This is the transverse section of, if you are cutting like this way, you can get this like structures of the xylem tissue. Okay, these are the diagrams of the xylem tissue. Then you can see here down, the xylem vessel is specialized to transport water and dissolved minerals from the root up to all other parts of the plant, and also it helps in supporting the stem and strengthening the stem. Okay, it carries water from the roots to all parts of the plant, and also it helps in the supporting and strengthening the stem. These are the function and structure of the xylem tissue. Then we can have a look at the phloem tissue. You can see here, this is the diagram of phloem tissue. It's a long tube. It's also a long tube runs alongside of the xylem tissue. They are made of long narrow tubes, but they are not like xylem tissue. They are made up of living cells, okay, not dead cells. Here they have living cells, but in that living cells there is cytoplasm, but there is no nucleus. You already learned that the nucleus is the control unit of the cell, right? So here in this, they are living, even though they are living cells, they don't have a nucleus. So who is controlling all the activities in that cell? There is a companion cell nearby the phloem tissue. Phloem cell, there is another cell named companion cell. This companion cell helps to control all the activities of that phloem tissue. Okay, so these are the, and you can see the function. You can see the function of the phloem tissue is transport food nutrients such as glucose and amino acids from the leaves to all other cells of the plant. This is called translocation. The name of that process is called translocation. We will learn this one afterwards also. Okay, so these are the structure of phloem, and this is the structure of xylem. And if you are looking here, you can see again you can see the structure of the xylem. See, xylem vessels consist of dead cells, okay. They have thick cell walls containing lignin. The walls of the xylem vessels contains holes called pits, okay. As I told you here, these are the pits in the edges. You can see the pits, okay, the holes to enter the water inside. So the pits to enter water. Xylem vessels also supporting the stem and strengthening it. Then phloem is a long tube that runs alongside the xylem tissue. They are made of long narrow tubes with perforated sieve plates along the thin length. Phloem tissues are made up of columns of living cells which contains cytoplasm but no nucleus. So its activities are controlled by the companion cell next to it. So hope you understood about the xylem tissue and the phloem tissue, or xylem vessels and phloem vessels that helps in the transportation of plants.